I need to start by saying that I love Liam. Genuinely. We've been together for almost 3 years, and he's everything I thought I wanted. He's kind, stable, dependable. He makes me laugh. We have our routines, our inside jokes, our plans for the future. Our life together was comfortable. Maybe that's part of it. Too comfortable? I don't know. But I was happy. Or I thought I was. Then Jake came back, my ex. Jake and I dated all through college. It was one of those fiery, passionate, dramatic relationships. High highs, low lows. We broke up because we were just too volatile, too messy for each other. It ended with a lot of tears, a lot of anger, but also a lot of unresolved feelings, at least on my end. I always wondered what if. Not in a serious way, not while I was with Liam, but that little part of your brain that remembers old flames. He moved away after college, and I hadn't seen or heard from him in years, until a few months ago. He messaged me out of the blue. Hey, heard you're still in town. I'm back. Thought it'd be cool to catch up sometime. My heart did a weird little flip. I remember reading that message while Liam was making dinner, humming in the kitchen, completely oblivious. My first instinct was to delete it, to ignore it. But a different part of me, a curious, perhaps reckless part, made me reply. Oh, wow, welcome back. Yeah, totally. Harmless, right? Just a friendly catch-up. We started texting, casually at first, then more frequently. It started with general, how are yous, and what have you been up to's? But it quickly delved into reminiscing. Remember that time God, I miss our old spot. He'd bring up inside jokes, moments that only he and I shared. And I found myself laughing, genuinely laughing at my phone. Remember, ring the girl I used to be with him. She was bolder, a bit wilder. Liam loved me for who I am now, but Jake remembered a different me, a part of me I had perhaps suppressed or outgrown. That's when the thrill started to creep in, the thrill of having a secret. I'd hide my phone when Liam was around, quickly minimizing the chat. My heart would pound a little faster when I saw Jake's name pop up. He wasn't overtly flirty in the beginning, but his messages had an undercurrent of something familiar, something electric. He told me I looked amazing in my recent profile picture, that I hadn't changed a bit, that I still had that sparkle in my eyes. Liam, bless his heart, would tell me I was pretty, but it was just routine. Jake's compliments felt like they were seeing me, really seeing the old me. The emotional affair was in full swing before I even registered it. My mind was consumed by him. I'd compare Liam's calm affection to the phantom intensity of Jake. I started to resent Liam a little, for being so good, so trusting, making my secret feel even worse. But the excitement, the forbidden nature of it was a powerful drug. It made me feel alive in a way I hadn't realized I was missing. Then came the coffee. Just coffee, he said. No strings, just friends catching up. I dressed a little nicer than I would for a friend. My hands were shaking when I walked into the cafe. Seeing him in person after all these years, it was like time hadn't passed and yet everything had changed. He still had that mischievous glint in his eyes. He still knew how to make me laugh until my stomach hurt. We talked for hours, about everything and nothing. He made me feel young again, reckless. He looked at me with an intensity that I hadn't seen in so long. When he touched my hand across the table, just for a second, a jolt went through me. A jolt of pure, undeniable desire, mixed with a sickening wave of guilt. I went home to Liam that night, feeling like an imposter. I hugged him tighter, tried to overcompensate, but his embrace felt distant, because my mind was still replaying every word, every glance from Jake. The physical cheating happened a week later. He invited me over to watch a movie. I knew exactly what that meant, and I went. I told Liam I was going out with my friend Sarah. The lie felt thick and heavy on my tongue, but the anticipation, the sheer audacity of what I was doing, made my pulse race. My heart was pounding so hard I thought he'd hear it when he opened the door. Ting happened a week later. He invited me over to watch a movie. I knew exactly what that meant. And I went. I told Liam I was going out with my friend Sarah. The lie felt thick and heavy on my tongue, but the anticipation, the sheer audacity of what I was doing, made my pulse race. My heart was pounding so hard I thought he'd hear it when he opened the door. He smiled, a slow, knowing smile, and pulled me inside. The apartment smelled like him, like memories. We didn't even pretend to watch a movie. The talking stopped. The air crackled with unspoken tension, with years of longing, with the thrill of the forbidden. One touch, one kiss, and it was like an explosion. It wasn't just physical, it was a release, a desperate, raw act fueled by nostalgia, by confusion, by a perverse desire to feel something else. To feel that old spark, that intense connection that felt dangerous and exciting. Every touch was electric, every kiss a whisper of a past life. I was fully present in that moment, in his arms, forgetting everything else. The world outside, Liam, my responsibilities, they all dissolved. It was just me and Jake, lost in a powerful, reckless moment of passion. The immediate aftermath was a crash. An abrupt, sickening plummet back to reality. The second it was over, before I even had a chance to properly breathe, the guilt hit me like a physical blow. Exhales sharply. It wasn't gradual, it was instantaneous. The thrill evaporated, leaving behind a cold, desolate emptiness. My stomach churned. I felt dirty, ashamed. I saw Liam's face in my mind, his trusting eyes, his genuine smile, and I felt a wave of self-loathing so intense it took my breath away. I dressed quickly, my hands still trembling. Jake tried to hold me, to kiss me again, but I recoiled. "I have to go," I mumbled, my voice barely a whisper. I practically ran out of his apartment, the shame clinging to me like a shroud. Driving home, I wanted to disappear. I wanted to rewind time. I looked at my hands on the steering wheel, felt the racing of my heart, and wondered who I was. How could I have done that? How could I have become this person? Since then, it's been hell. Utter, absolute hell. Every time Liam touches me, every time he says he loves me, it feels like a dagger in my chest. I can't look him in the eye for too long. I'm constantly overthinking, replaying that night, Jake's face, my own desperate actions. I sleep fitfully, waking up in a cold sweat, his phantom touch still on my skin. I feel like I'm wearing a mask, pretending to be the girlfriend he deserves, while inside I'm rotting with this terrible secret. I haven't talked to Jake since that night. I blocked his number. I'm too disgusted with myself, with him, with the whole situation. But the memory, the shame, it's not something I can just block out. It's always there, a heavy, suffocating blanket. Sighs. I don't know what to do. The thought of confessing to Liam physically pains me. I would shatter him. I would lose everything. And honestly, I deserve to. But living with this lie, it's unbearable. It's eating me alive. I can't eat properly. I can't focus. I'm constantly on edge. This isn't me. This isn't who I want to be. I made a terrible, terrible mistake. I let old feelings, a longing for excitement, and a moment of weakness destroy my integrity and potentially destroy the most important relationship in my life. I don't expect anyone to understand or to forgive me. I just needed to say it. To finally get it out there. Maybe, just maybe, this is the first step towards figuring out how to live with myself again, or how to face the consequences. But right now, all I feel is the crushing weight of guilt. And I don't know how much longer I can carry it. Thanks for listening.